Hey guys, you've got whole body practice coming up. Strength elements, mobility elements, and flexibility elements all incorporated into one. It will be a slightly quicker paced session, so if you want something a bit more gentle, just head over to my other video that I've uploaded at the same time and that'll suit you a bit better. If this is the one for you, grab your mat, find a space, and let's get started. So getting started, we're going to come into tabletop. So readjust yourself on your mat, hands underneath, shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to take our big toes together. We're going to send our knees to the outer edges of our mats. On an inhale, we're going to drop the stomach to the floor, send the gaze forward. So coming into our cat and cow. Exhale as we round up and over. Inhale, drop the stomach to the floor. Exhale as you round, tucking that pelvis underneath. Again, try and extend the movement across the entire back. Last one. Returning back to center, we're going to start to thread the needle, taking the right hand, feed it in between left arm, left leg, inhale. Exhale as you feed it back out, rotate up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you feed it through. Exhale as we rotate, twist open towards the ceiling. Making sure that we rotate the entire chest, not just the head or the arm. And return it back to center and switch sides. Left arm, inhale. Exhale as we open. Two more. Last one. Good, hands back down to the floor, send your sit bones back to your heels. Come into child's just for 2 breaths. Interlacing the fingers together, draw some circles or figures of 8s with the wrists, the hands. Give them a stretch. Good, and then when we're ready, come back up to center, take the knees back underneath the hips, tuck the toes, lift the knees off the floor. Floating table for 3 breaths. Exhale, lower, take the hands further forward, inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower, nice and slow down to the ground. Release the hands, inhale as we lift. Exhale to release, 2 more. Last one. Squeeze at the top. Exhale to release, hands either side, push back up to tabletop. Coming into our bird dogs, inhale as we extend opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale to release back down to the floor. Inhale, left arm, right leg, squeeze, exhale back down. Keep alternating, working with that breath. Last one each side. Good, tucking the toes, lifting the knees. Inhale, just 2 breaths. Push through the fingers. Exhale, release the knees, hands further forward. Shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower nice and slow. Hands released. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Exhale to lower, pushing back up to tabletop. This time taking your hands further out in front of you, tuck the toes, you can send it up, downward dog, nice and gently. And again, first one, so keep the knees nice and bent if we need to. You can take some hip sways. You can pedal it out. You can maybe stretch out one side a little more. So just find out what works for you today. Play around with it. And then when we're ready, we're going to take our hands back to our feet this time. So walking our hands back to our feet as we bend our knees. Coming into this nice sort of low ball. We're just going to roll it nice and slow, so tuck the chin to the chest. Keep everything really compact. Once we reach the top, 2 big shoulder rolls back. 2 big arm circles back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as you twist open to the right hand side. Inhale back up to center, switch sides. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the right arm to the right hip. Tilt over. Inhale back up to center, switch sides. Good, inhale up. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders down. Think about drawing the hands towards the floor. And again, slight bend in the elbows. And then exhale, release, give it a shake out. Moving through a nice flow, so coming into your mountain pose at the tops of your mats. Feet hip width apart, grounding through the feet, lengthening through the body. Finding this nice tall posture. Palms facing open towards the front. Just 2 nice deep breaths here. Feel the strength. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as you bend the knees, hinge forward, coming down in your forward fold. Relaxing the head, the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, tracking those hands up, finding the length in the spine, pinning back those shoulder blades. Exhale to release. Stepping the right foot back towards the back of your mat, stepping the left foot back, coming into our first plank. Just 2 breaths here, squeeze. Take some rocks if you want to. And then we're going to lower the knees to the floor. Exhale, come down towards the ground. Inhale, cobra. Relaxing the shoulders down. Exhale to release, tuck the toes, send it up, downward dog. Anchoring in the left heel, inhale, sweep the right up. Exhale as you draw it through the middle, step it up to your hand. Inhale, coming up nice and tall into our lunge. Exhale, release hands to the floor. Inhale, bend into that back knee. Power it all the way up to the top. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale to release, bending the knees, sweeping the arms up. Coming up nice and tall. Exhale to release. Take a breather. Readjust yourself. And we'll move through again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Stepping the right foot back or stepping the left foot back. Coming into your plank. This time we can move through our press up position if we want to. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as you sweep it up, cobra. Exhale to release, tuck the toes, send it up, downward dog. This time anchoring in the right heel, inhale, sweep the left up. Exhale, draw it through the center, step it all the way up. Inhale, sweep the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, release hands to the floor, bending into that back knee. Inhale, nice little rocks to power you through. Exhale as you release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms up nice and tall. Exhale. Nice shake out. Once we're up nice and tall, we're going to stand hip width apart. We're going to shift the weight over to our right foot. Using our left foot, we're going to take our left foot behind us. We're going to inhale as we bend into the knee. As we come through and exhale, we're going to draw the knee up towards the ceiling. So we're coming into sort of curtsy squat. So we're going to inhale, bend the knee behind nice and controlled. Exhale as you power it all the way through. Making sure that we find length in the body when we come back up to the top. Exhale, sweep it. Last one. Inhale, nice and controlled. Exhale as we power it through. And just hold here for 3 breaths. So staying up nice and tall. Feel the work in the supporting leg. Last breath. And then all we're going to do from here is we're going to take our leg behind us, give it a tuck in. Give the heel a tuck into the glute. So we're just coming into a nice quad stretch. And if you're comfortable, stay here. If you want a bit more difficulty to your practice, we're going to come into our dancer's pose. So taking the hand to the outer edge of the foot, or the inside, should I say, palm facing out. We're going to slowly tilt the weight forward. As we do that, we're going to want to feel the force between our foot, the top of our foot and our hand. And we're going to try and extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Front arm can come down, lengthening up towards the sky. Making sure we push into the supporting foot on the floor. If that's a bit too difficult for you, just come up a bit taller, take it back to that quad stretch. We're just going to spend 3 more breaths here. Lovely, and then exhale, release, give that a shake out. We're going to do everything on the opposite side, so shifting the weight over to the opposite foot, really ground through before we go. Taking it behind on an inhale. As we exhale, draw that knee up towards the ceiling, engage through the core. Nice controlled movements. We'll aim for 1 more. And then see if we can hold here for 3 breaths. Lengthening up through the body. You can take your hands to your center, you can just leave them relaxed. So you should feel the glute of the supporting leg firing, the hip, and this raised leg. Last breath. Good. Slowly lowering, take the foot behind. Give the heel a tuck into the glute, coming into your quad stretch. And again, if that's enough for you, stay here. If you want a bit more, take that hand to the inside, palms facing out. Slowly start to tilt yourself, keep supported in the core, in that leg, and then take that hand up overhead. Last few breaths. Find that focus point. Exhale to release. Good. Release the leg. Give it a shake out. Straight away we're moving through our flow. Inhale. Exhale as we release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release back down. Step or hop back to your plank. Engage through the core. Move through a nice flow. Exhale. Release, downward dog. Taking your right hand in a little closer to your body, allowing your left hand to stay where it is. We're just going to push into the left hand side, feel the stretch up one side of the body, and then switch. Good, taking it back to the center, pop one heel on the floor, lift the opposite up, and then switch. Good, popping them both down to the floor, anchoring in the left heel, inhale as you sweep the right up. We're going to open it up to the side, so we're going to allow the foot to sort of send down towards the ground. Feel a nice stretch in the hip. Taking it back to center, inhale. Exhale as you draw your right knee to your right elbow. Squeeze. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Squeeze. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, step it all the way through. Coming into a nice lunge position. Rotating that back foot out. Windmill the arms up. We're coming into our warrior. Finding your big base. Inhale. Exhale as you bend into that front leg. Front foot pointing forward, back foot slightly turned in. 3 breaths here. Lovely. From there we're going to reach forward. Inhale as we shift the weight forward. Exhale, drop this front arm down to the leg, top arm comes up and over. Coming into our extended side angle. And again, options here to take the hand to the floor. Lovely deep breaths. Good. Inhaling back up to center, straighten that front leg. We're going to turn the front toes in, back toes slightly out. And then on an inhale, we're going to sink into a sort of half split here. So keeping the hips sort of slightly pointed back towards the back wall, grounding through both feet. And then all we're going to do from here is we're going to take our hands behind us, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders down. So just coming into a nice upper body stretch while we're building muscle in these legs. Last breath. Exhale, come up nice and tall. Switching sides, we're going to turn this foot out. Turn your left foot out, turn your right foot slightly in, coming to the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale as you bend into that front leg, come into your warrior 2 again. So we're just making our way across to the other side. Last breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg. We're going to come into our triangle. So inhale, reach forward towards the front of the room. Exhale, drop this front arm down. Top arm comes up towards the ceiling. And again, you can rest the hand on the foot, the ankle, the leg, or the floor. Last deep breath. Send that gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale back up to center. We're rotating that left foot back in, right foot slightly out, coming into our half split again. Inhale, sink in. Watch that the knees aren't collapsing into the center, so try and rotate them out. Two deep breaths here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drop the palms down towards the back, towards your back. Should feel a gentle stretch up the triceps. Lovely. One more deep breath. Release the hands. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Rotating this right foot back out. Coming with the left foot in. Inhale. Exhale, bending into that front leg. Last one, I promise. Deep breaths. Awesome work. From here, rotate that back foot in. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into a lunge. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Step the right foot back to the left. Coming into your plank. Belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Exhale. Inhale as we sweep it up. Exhale, release, bend, and tuck the toes. Send the hips up to the sky. Bending the knees in that position would have been very difficult. Good. From here, we're just going to bend the knees, look forward to the top of your mat. Inhale. Step one, step two, up to the top. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into our chair. And again, options here to take the hands to the hips or to the center. Lower we sink into it, the more difficult it's going to be. So if you need to come out of it at any point, just stand, reduce the bend. Find that lovely long spine, engaging through the core. From here, we're going to shift the weight to our right foot. We're going to see if we can lift the left leg off the floor. Hold here for a breath. Step it back. We're coming into a half split. So just a narrow stance here. Coming up nice and tall. Inhale as we reach up to the ceiling. Exhale as we release, hinging forward from the hips, coming down to our half split. From here, just inhale, lift the chest up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, relax back into it just for another breath. From here, we're just going to shift the weight into our front foot, so our right foot. Slight bend in the knee, shift the weight forward. We're going to lift the left leg off the floor, dialing the toes down towards the ground. Options here to stay on the fingertips, making sure that we're lifting that chest. Taking the hands off, bringing them to the center, or we can take them up overhead. So 3 options here, or if you're totally not feeling it today, you can drop back down to that half split. So just 2 more breaths here. Trying to find this long line from your toe, your heel, all the way up to the top of your head. Exhale, release. You're going to rock back into that left foot, step it forward, forward fold. That was a lot of forwards. Step it forward, forward fold. Relax here. And then coming into our chair again, inhale, lift. Making sure we're breathing through all of this. So if this is too much for you and you think, oh, I can't be bothered for this today, just take it to child's or downward dog, just any resting posture. Last breath, shifting the weight over to the left, unpeeling the right. Hold here for a breath. Stepping it back, half split. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift that chest. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale to release. Shifting the weight forward into that front leg, that left leg, and the hands. Ground yourself, engage to the core. See if we can lift. And again, remember the options. Fingertips, palms, hands overhead. See if we can straighten this front leg. Last 2 deep breaths here. Exhale, release down to the floor. Bending into that back knee. Inhale. Exhale, step it up, forward fold. Last call for a flow. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Exhale as we learn nice and slow. Tucking the toes, send it up, downward dog. Good stuff, guys. Releasing the knees to the floor. Tucking the feet behind us, so crossing the feet. Coming all the way onto our bums. Legs out in front of us, we're going to come into our forward folds. So we're going to keep the right leg straight, we're going to bend the left leg in towards us. Lengthening through the body, making sure that the weight is shifted over this front leg. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to slowly sink forward. And again, making sure that we're hinging from the hips here to protect this lower back. Staying up nice and tall, so we're not hunching over. So if you're up here and you feel a stretch, that's fine. Stay here. If you can make it a little bit deeper. And again, trying to stay active in this front foot here, so really trying to flex that up towards the ceiling. Just a few deep breaths. Lovely. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, release the left leg. Tuck the right leg in. Same thing, lengthening through the body. Inhale. Exhale as we slowly lower. Just nice deep breaths. Every exhale, just sink a little bit closer. Lovely, coming back up to center. Double leg, taking them both out in front of you. Lengthening up through the body. Inhale as we sit up nice and tall. Exhale as we slowly hinge forward. And again, don't worry if you're up here and you feel a stretch, as long as you keep that back nice and long. So if this feels really painful, it probably means that you're pushing it a little bit too much, so just ease off it. Find a comfortable position that you can really breathe through. Lovely. Inhale back up to center. We're going to roll down nice and slow, so taking the soles of the feet down to the ground, hands out in front of you, rolling down each vertebrae by each vertebrae, pressing them against the mat. Exhale as we release, tuck the knees into the chest. Take some circles with the ankles. And then straightening the left leg down towards the ground. Keep your right knee tucked into your chest. Feel that good stretch in the hip. And again, you can play around with this. Pop it in areas that might feel a little tight. Stiff. Exhale to release and then switch legs. So take the left leg in, inhale. And again, same thing here, so keep the knee tucked into the chest. Moving it around. Exhale to release, taking the right in, inhale. One breath. Exhale to release, and then last one, inhale. Exhale. Good, drawing both knees into your chest, inhale. Hands are going to come either side of you, palms facing down into the floor. As you inhale to prepare, you're going to exhale as you drop your knees and your feet over to the left hand side, allowing them to rest on the floor. So you're just coming into a nice gentle twist. So just allowing everything to sort of soften back down. Lovely, deep, whole breaths. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to exhale and take it to the opposite side. So dropping the knees and the feet down to the right hand side. If you want a bit more of a stretch, you can take your head away from your knees. Good, inhaling back to center. Exhale, release the feet to the floor. Allow the legs to straighten down to the ground. Find a nice comfy position. Start to feel your whole body softening on the floor. If it feels right, you can close your eyes. And then just to start to draw everything to a close, just take 2 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you have a few minutes spare, really just take the time to just stay here, absorb everything from your practice. Really notice the work that your body's done. Notice how you feel different, or maybe how you feel the same. Breathing deeply. Really good work, guys. Keep it up, and I'll see you all next week.